God, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, but shout out to Padonna Cat for asking a really good question. Who do I think has a better rogues gallery, Kim Possible or Danny Phantom?
See, Kim definitely got good villains, but the problem is she doesn't have a lot of good enough villains. You got Draken and Shigo being the top tier motherfuckers they are. Monkey Fist and his monkey ninjas were also on that timing. But when it comes to the rest of the villains, they kinda tend to blend in. For the most part, they boil down to James Bond villains on crack, which is also cool, and I like the fact that they actually have legit relationships with each other and Kim Possible. But for me, Danny Phantom got the better rogues. Not only were a majority of Danny Phantom's rogues iconic, they all had their own uniqueness to them. You cannot give me two Danny Phantom villains that were majority the same. You got the ultimate edgy hunter, you got the baddest genie in a bottle, you got a ghost that will box you in a literal video game, a human ringmaster that at one point had an infinity gauntlet. Bro, he had his own Men in Black ready for his ass. Hell, he even had himself as a fucking villain, and that motherfucker was the worst. Hell, even the box ghost was iconic because he was iconically goofy. To this day, Johnny 13 was one of my favorites. And then to make them better, a lot of them tended to also have complex relationships when it came to Danny. Vlad, who was essentially the dude that wanted to fuck your mom but was friends with her so he became your uncle, not only was another half ghost but also wanted him to be essentially his son, and created another rogue in the form of Valerie to help fuck with him. And Valerie hated both Danny Phantom and Fenton. Then you got some of the unique abstract ones like Youngblood. Youngblood can only be seen by kids, he can't be seen by adults, and that's not just on age but that's also on maturity, because if you're more mature or think like an adult, you can't see him either, which is why in order to get Jazz to see him, Danny had to make Jazz mad as hell to the point where she becomes childish. Hell, his own parents are also his ops because they're ghost hunters. I cannot imagine having my own parents shoot at me and then see me later on at dinner like, is anything wrong? So yeah, I like them more, but that's just me. What do y'all think?